But I'm going to let it slide. You know what, guys? Congratulations, Ohio State. You won the game. But, hey, if we're going to be on the same team, if we're going to work for the same network, don't do that. Kirk, Chris Fowler, I promise you, if you ever mention anything, any platform that I'm on again and talking about, I wonder what they're going to say in negativity, I promise you, ESPN ain't got enough bosses to keep me off y'all for what I'm going to say.
What's going on, YouTube? I am back again with another one on Lord Have Mercy TV. Hey, Shannon Sharpe is back in the news, ready to be a crash out. Hey, I don't know what's wrong with this man. He got the nightcap, the show, and I think it's going to his head because he got that FU money now. He feeling big time. He recently was on TV with with Stephen A. Smith, and they spoke about Kirk Herbstreit mentioning ESPN First take while they were covering the Ohio State game. And I guess maybe a week or so ago, maybe a little bit longer ago, when Michigan beat Ohio State, First Take was calling for his job, for the Ohio State coach's job. And Kirk Herbstreit is a alumni of Ohio State. I believe he played there. And he sort of mentioned them, for calling his coach out, calling for his job. I didn't think it was that much of a call out. But Shannon Sharpe is ready to take it there. He's ready to crash out like he did against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And you see Steven Adams comes over to protect his guy along with the supporting cast, and then Shannon Sharpe still talking, and Ja Morant's dad comes.
But I'm going to go ahead and play the clip and let y'all hear it and see the backstory, and I'll come back with my commentary.
He's heard about it.
Now, Kirk, how much of this softens the blow of that Michigan loss? More work to do, right, for folks to forgive and forget that one? I
can't speak on behalf of the lunatic fringe. I'm not sure how they operate. Yeah, the lunatic fringe at Ohio State is as powerful as anywhere in the country.
How big is the fringe?
Well, it used to be 8 to 10. I think it's grown now to about 15 to 20. So I don't know. I'm sure they'll be happy tonight, be fired up about what the Ohio State team did, but God forbid they lose to Oregon. They may want to fire him again.
But that's not reality. I mean,
no.
That's the thing. When you hear pundits on this network and other places talk about that with certainty, it's nonsense, frankly. I mean, the public doesn't pull the trigger and get rid of the coach.
No.
The administrators do, and they're behind them.
Yeah. First Take tried to fire him. They thought he was done. So I'll be excited to see what they talk about on Monday after this performance. They had him out. They're trying to find replacements. But here he is. He's still got his hat on. He's still coaching.
Even I'm going to let it slide. I'm going to be a good teammate. I'm going to let it slide. Everybody's at ESPN, because had you not taken the route you taken, I would have lit their ass up. But I'm going to let it slide. You know what, guys? Congratulations, Ohio State. You won the game. But, hey, if we're going to be on the same team, if we're going to work for the same network, don't do that. Kirk, Chris Fowler, I promise you, if you ever mention anything, any platform that I'm on again and talking about, I wonder what they're going to say in negativity, I promise you, ESPN ain't got enough bosses to keep me off y'all for what I'm going to say. So I'm going to let y'all slide today. I'm going to turn it over to D.O. before I get myself in trouble. But don't play with me. Go ahead, D.O.
Damn. I got to follow? Go ahead. Man.
Now, that's wild. I do not think that was necessary of Shannon to come at him like that. So what I believe is that it's a deeper issue at ESPN. I heard Jason Whitlock say it in his podcast. He's basically alluding to that there's the Pat McAfee side and there's the Stephen A. Smith side. And I guess the pro-black wokety woke types are siding with Stephen A. Smith, and the more bro culture white guys are siding with Pat McAfee. And I guess that might be a split because, Stephen A. Smith was kind of somewhat low-key feuding with Pat McAfee or the bosses about how much Pat McAfee got, because Stephen A. Smith works every job on ESPN and has been there for so long and has never got the deal that Pat McAfee got. As soon as he came to ESPN, he gave him $100 million. So I'm guessing, there's some rumblings behind the scenes, and a lot of these people probably don't even like each other based on political views and things like that, because I just don't see why would you come at him that strongly over him mentioning the network. He didn't mention your name, he just mentioned the show, and many of them were calling for his job. And Stephen A. Smith admits that he was. I don't recall Shannon Sharpe doing it, but I don't quite understand it. But it's definitely something going on. And Shannon Sharpe has his own show now, which is as big as anything out there. It's probably like the number 2 or number 3 podcast in the world, right behind Joe Rogan and maybe another podcast. So he's got that FU money now. He's probably gonna get $100 million, $200, $300 million deal with Spotify or Apple Music to put his podcast exclusively on some platform or something like that pretty soon. So he's really talking loose at the lips. But y'all let me know what you think. Y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's battle it out in the comment section, and I'll get back at y'all in another one. Peace.